Grace and peace to you all. God bless you. My name is Neil Justin, and we are so grateful that you can tune in to our broadcast as we impart to you a word of faith. Something to build up your faith, right? You know, we say this all the time, but, you know, many of us, myself and fellow pastors and fellow ministers, and even my apostle, Cassius Farrell, who is, you know, overseeing us all and leading us as we give you the word of the Lord that would really encourage you, build your faith, because we really believe that there is something big, something amazing, something that is good that God has for your life. We really believe that. We wouldn't be doing this if we didn't believe that at all. But we honestly believe it, that the Lord has given us a mandate, an assignment, a word of encouragement to give to you that is not just for you, it's for us too. We believe that the same things that we are sharing with you, we get to partake of it too and enjoy. And so we are so excited and so grateful that you would tune in to our broadcast today. My word for you today actually deals with the life of David. David, the king of Israel, one who is the most famous king. Now, he was not the richest. That would be his son Solomon. He was not the wisest. That would be his son Solomon too. But the name David is synonymous with Israel. You know, even when you look at the Israeli flag, right? The star on the flag is called the Star of David, not the Star of Abimelech or any other any person, Jeroboam or any other name. No, it was David's name. And why is that? Well, let's talk about that for a minute. I got like 2-3 minutes left, and I just want to share this with you. The Bible says that David was he had already conquered many battles, won many battles. He was established as a king of Israel. It wasn't just Israel, like even all the other tribes came alongside and came under him, and they said, yes, we want to make you the king. And he was anointed as king officially. This is after Samuel had anointed him when he was just a little boy. And so now he's king of Israel. He's established. He's won battles and all of these things. And he says that there's something missing, because while he was a child and he was taking care of his father's sheep, he knew the importance of having a relationship with God. While he was serving his father and taking care of the sheep, the Bible says that he was writing psalms and he was singing songs unto the Lord. So he had the know-how and what it means to have the presence of God with you. And now, fast forward to him being established as king, the presence of God is represented in the Ark of the Covenant. And he realized that the Ark was not in the same city that he was in. The ark was in a different place, and he wanted to go get the ark. And just for sake of time, he went through a lot, because he tried one time and it was unsuccessful. Somebody had died as a result of him bringing the presence of God into his city improperly. So he had to delay in bringing it into his place, and he had to find out what exactly was the specific requirements, what is acceptable to God for the level of what David wanted, which was the presence of God to be in his city, right? So he did all he could. He figured out what he needed to do. He went and he got it, and God successfully brought the presence of the Lord into the what is called the city of David, and he set up a nice tent for it, right? And the Bible says that David now that he's successful, he sat down and he realizes, I'm sitting in a beautiful palace. I'm sitting I have houses, I have my family, I have everything going for me, and yet I'm looking at the presence of God and it's in a tent. And so the Bible says he spoke to the prophet Nathan, and he shares with him his concern, and Nathan says, do whatever's in your heart to do, for the Lord is with you. But then the Lord spoke to Nathan and gave him a message for David. And for the sake of time, I'm paraphrasing. God tells David, I never asked you to build me a house. He says, I am appreciative of you wanting to do that, but no, I don't want you to build me a house. What I will do is I'll have your son build a house for me. But because you want to build me a house, here's what I'm going to do for you, David. I'm going to build you a house. And that is the word I have for you today. Whatever your life is like right now, God is saying, if you are willing to build me a house, what does that mean? Turn your life over to me and make it a place where I am comfortable. Make it a place where I can dwell in your life, in your heart, in your mind. So that means there's some things that you may have in your life right now that you need to get rid of. And the Bible says that as you invite the Spirit of the Lord into your life, the Bible says that God works in you both to will, which is something of your own mindset, your heart, and to do. So what is in your thought process, your psyche, and then your subsequent actions, it becomes of His good pleasure. In other words, you're making a home for Him. And as you do that, the Bible says that what God did for David is that I'm going to make you a house. And I know that God has a house that He wants to make you. What does that mean? He wants to make your name great. He wants to make your life in such a way that you are impactful. Not just something that you do in creating a legacy or people calling you a legend, but no, what is the impact that you would leave on the earth? The purpose for which you were born. You can only accomplish that when you make a home. That's the title of this little snippet for you. Make a home for God. Make God a home. And watch what God is going to do in making you a home. My time is up. Again, Pastor Neil, I pray this has blessed you, and I will see you next time.